seamless as always. So tonight we are not our usual slot on a Thursday, but tonight we're going to be doing the first ever Warrior Bowl Guillotine League. So we're running a rest of season charity Guillotine League. So we've got 10 people. Everyone's signed up. We're doing a live fast draft tonight. Everyone's donated, so raising a bit of money for a good cause and having a little bit of fun along the way with this Guillotine League. So
what's our total now?
For the whole lot, just over $9,500 raised so far. So
great work.
Very good. Great. The target was 9,600, so we're a few quid short of that. So it'd be nice if we could get across the line by the end of the season. Hopefully we will. We do some other bits and pieces. But yes, so tonight, as I say, we're doing a rest of season Guillotine League. So the draft's going to kick off very shortly. Starts.
Sunshine, what's a Guillotine League for those at home? And for me, because I don't know what one is really.
Well, neither of us have ever done one before, so we're kind of just chucking ourselves into the deep end here, to be honest.
Yeah.
But so basically, a Guillotine League is each week the lowest scoring team gets chopped from the league. So they're out, they're eliminated, their season is over. Their team then gets dispersed onto free agency or onto waivers, and everyone else that's still in it gets a chance to bid and pick up those guys. So you just keep going until there's nobody left.
Sounds crazy.
It does sound crazy. So our man Zalan, who's in this draft, the rearview mirror, he's a big Guillotine fan. He's been trying to get us to do these for a while.
He's a strange boy in general, though, isn't he? So
he is. So I think we probably approached it with some trepidation, but hopefully he's gonna be right. But so we should be kicking off. It's 9 o'clock. Looks like pretty much everyone is there. So let's kick this thing off.
There's some big hitters in this draft.
Yeah, we're away.
We're gone.
So where are you picking?
I'm on 4, and I've got a funny feeling the 3 running backs are going to be gone by the time it gets to me, which leaves me in a bit of a position, doesn't it? Because once you get past Kamara, Cook, and Henry, you're not really talking elite so far in the season, are you? So
Jones?
Yeah, it looks like he's out this week, though, doesn't it? And if it's always a little bit fruity, especially if, like you're saying, this Guillotine League, if you have 1 or 2 down weeks at the start, you're not in the following weeks, are you?
That's it. So what we've done the first 2 weeks, just to give everyone, so nobody gets knocked out week 1, as it is for charity. So there'll be no elimination after week 1, and then it'll be the combined first 2 week scores. The lowest person gets knocked out.
I just want to make it to week 2.
Don't be the first one out. Yeah, I know the feeling.
If I get knocked out in week 1 when there's no eliminations, I'll be pissed.
Well, you can't get knocked out when there's no elimination.
I know. That's why I'll be pissed.
Oh, it was a joke. Okay, good.
No, well, it's also a concern, a genuine concern. This lucky fantasy guy's taking his time. He wants this pick to be the right pick, doesn't he?
He does. I feel like he might be overthinking it.
That's why he's going Saquon. Do it.
Oh, he's going to get auto-picked. Christian McCaffrey. Oof.
That's a good shout, though. I mean, Henry's going to have those weeks still. He's still got quite a few more weeks in where he scores 45 points, hasn't he?
Exactly. He's had his bye week as well, hasn't he? So,
yeah. Right. So I've got the decision that I thought I'd have, where the 3 running backs I actually want. Zeke, you'd assume would be in the top, but the last couple of weeks, the way they've gone, Zeke just looks bloody worthless, doesn't he? So, considering my Warrior Bowl strategy so far has been the tight end triumph.
Oh, you're not.
Oh,
you're
yeah,
not.
baby. Kelsey.
Oh, he is.
He scored 137 points so far in the season, which I think is the most. He's not had his bye week yet, but for skill position players, not QBs, is that the most? I think it is. It's more than running backs and wide receivers that I saw that were towards the top.
Kamara will have scored more points than that, surely.
Yes, it's tragic.
Kittle as well.
Getting on the tight end train, baby.
Wow, there we go.
Make it 3. Do it. Robert Tonyan. Come on. Bobby T.
Not for me. Not for me, I don't think. So
wide receiver.
No. I think I will go tried and true. I'll take
Boo.
Zeke.
Boring.
So, well, maybe. But
That offense just seems to be so poor, though.
It is. They've struggled the last couple of weeks, but in fairness, Dalton got in the 2 games. Dalton was thrown in the deep end because that got injured, and then he was knocked out early doors.
Yeah.
So
I think it's the O-line that's the worry, though, isn't it? It just looks awful. Looks terrible.
Doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. But
no, Ben DiNucci for a couple.
He's good. Hopefully, he's got a low floor, which arguably isn't what you want in a 4th running back off the board. But I see. So Ryan's gone with McCaffrey. So we'll be interesting to see how much longer he's out and whether or not he's going to be.
Well, apparently he was redshirted this week, but he took his red shirt off, put his contact jersey on, and said, "Put me in, coach."
So apparently so, yeah. So we'll see if he actually if he plays this week, then that's a result, isn't it?
Two QBs on the turn. I like that. It's ballsy.
Bold.
Yeah, I like it.
Bold. Right, I need to have a think now. Where am I going?
I thought you had your spreadsheet. You sacked your spreadsheet. Your cheat sheet.
Yeah, but I'm also talking to you, so I'm not paying attention.
Look at that.
I'm not paying attention. So
all the good QBs are gone, so don't worry about that.
I wouldn't say all the good QBs are gone, but I think I'm going to break from tradition.
Oh man, I was hoping you'd get back to me actually. Oof. There's absolutely no running backs left, are there?
Although, having said that, they're on a bye this week, aren't they?
Who's that? Oh, the
Cardinals. So I was just taking Hopkins. So in the week 1 of the Guillotine League, I now don't have my second best player.
Good job.
Well, arguably my first player. So that might have been a bit of a gaffe.
And people say that we're not professional.
I don't know where they get that impression from.
Sunshine, have you ever seen anything like this?
Oh my days!
Tight end baits the tight end triumvirate, except for George. We'll get George.
Oh my days!
This is what's worked for me so far, actually. In the Warrior Bowl, it's what's got me to the point where I look like I'm doing all right. It's the tight ends that have helped me.
Yeah, and to be fair, so this is based on what the same scoring as Warrior Bowl, so the same rosters, same scoring, so it's PPR, Superflex, with half a point tight end premium, which hence why you've gone for those 2 guys.
Well, Waller's had his buy as well, so that'll help.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be really good down the stretch. I think that Raiders D just continues to get a little bit worse, which means the O is going to have to continue to do a little bit more. He just seems like the guy there, doesn't he?
He does. Yeah, he's looked good.
Can't run the ball for shit, so they're going to have to throw it. Who's he taking? Who's the lucky guy taking? Oh, there's no running backs left now, is there?
So considering Aaron Jones has scored so highly so far this year, the fact that he's still there after 2 rounds.
Shut up.
Well, he's not coming back to me, is he? So
he might come back to me. Shut up.
Well,
where's he gone? Where's Aaron Jones?
That is the biggest challenge, I think, with doing this mid-season, is that in Sleeper, in the draft client, it's all the preseason rankings and all the preseason ADP. So you've got guys sat at the top that you're having to scroll past, like Saquon, and then you've got guys buried down low.
You've got Aaron Jones currently ranked ADP 1,497. I just had to search for him.
Wow. There's questions to be asked over Sleeper's ADP at the best of times, I think. But mid-season, clearly not geared up for enthusiasts like us wanting to do drafts halfway through the year.
1,497. There is a lack of faith in Aaron Jones, I think, in the fantasy community right now.
I think there might be.
Oh, no. You know what's happening now? Look, your fantasy guy's searching for him.
Scrolling all the way down.
Don't do it. He's a bust.
Only 2 wide receivers gone so far.
Yeah.
More tight ends than wide receivers gone after 2 rounds. Tannehill.
Oh. Yeah, it's early for Tannehill, isn't it? Well, you would have thought it was early for Tannehill, but he's been so good. He's been so consistent. His floor is so high, isn't it?
So is Jones your guy here if he survives?
You know what? I'm not sure. I'm genuinely not sure. With it being Superflex, you kind of feel like you need to get on the QB bandwagon because there's still, 1, 2, 3 teams with no QB, so that's going to be 3 off the board. Ooh, I don't know.
To be fair, Jones would be a consideration for me. Oh, there he goes.
There we go. So that's kind of made.
He would have been a consideration if it wasn't for the fact that I've already taken Hopkins, who's not playing this week, and if Jones misses as well, then I might have been in trouble. So
yeah,
he's probably done me a favour there, taking him there.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to go with Matt Ryan. Just because I think the last couple of weeks, especially with Julio back, he's looked like the Matt Ryan of previous seasons, where he just goes absolutely bonkers and with absolutely no D whatsoever. Hopefully that'll continue. I think he's decent value there actually.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been through 3 rounds of any draft and not had a running back or wide receiver though. That feels very strange.
Very, very unlike you.
Yeah, it feels very strange. I'm a convert, tight end premium all the way now.
I know you're deep in the tight ends these days, aren't you?
100%.
You've been fully sold.
Love it.
The Hill was where I was going to go next.
What are you thinking?
Well, I was thinking Hill. Change of plan now.
So you're thinking panic?
Generally, yeah. That's the current strategy. Descend into panic.
How many NFL jerseys have you got?
Not that many these days.
You seem to have a new one every time.
The same for you. Just keep recycling them through.
Are you trying to tell me to shut up while you pick? Yeah.
I mean,
I've got a couple.
Yeah. That's great. Yeah. Thanks for that.
Who should I fucking pick?
I'm in panic mode here. I was nailed on for Hill. To be perfectly honest, I hadn't realised I wasn't on the clock. I thought I was already on the clock, and then Hill disappeared. Right,
Get on with it.
There we go. Panic over.
That's a bit spicy, Calvin Ridley. So you're backing on him. You're betting on him continuing with Julio back to still receive the same amount of targets, same amount of volume.
Yeah.
Good. Well, that's good. Thanks, Greg.
to be
that's
fair,
the analysis I was after.
Julio hasn't looked. He hasn't looked like Julio of old, has he? So far, he's had some. Yes, that's 1 week. We're in week 8 now.
Yeah.
So Tyler Lockett put up 50 points this week. It doesn't mean he's going to be putting up 50 points every week, does it? So,
look at that running back room that Ryan's got.
Nice.
It's injured.
There is that.
If he made, well, I suppose he makes it for the first couple of weeks. He's laughing, isn't he?
So if McCaffrey doesn't play this week, if Sanders doesn't play this week, and James Robinson on his bye week, he could be in bother after week 1.
He could. Sanders has been ruled out. So fingers crossed.
Is he definitely out?
Yeah. I read that today. I'm sure I read that today.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got him in a couple of dynasties, haven't I? So I was paying close attention to that today.
True.
But if he gets through the first week or 2 and they both come back, he's happy.
Yeah, absolutely.
You've only got a couple now until you pick again. Who are you thinking?
I don't know.
You don't know. If people think we're amateurs.
So, exactly.
I don't know.
I don't deal well when I'm trying to talk to you and stream and draft at the same time. I go into a mild state of not having a clue what I'm doing.
Shall I ask you some interesting questions?
Not if you want interesting answers.
What's your favourite cheese?
Todd Gurley, right. See, Herbert, I thought about Herbert last time, but it just felt too early to be taking Justin Herbert.
What's your favourite cheese?
Gosh.
Gruyere. That's the answer.
Is it?
Yeah, lovely stuff. You get a good Gruyere, fabulous.
Oh, I know. As long as he hasn't gone already.
Do you having? You can tell us.
He's not on a bye this week, is he? Is he? No. Well, next week though. Wentz.
Yeah,
That's what I'm going for.
These last couple of weeks, he's looked like he's got a little bit more value again, hasn't he?
Well, the last 3 or 4 weeks, he's been
pretty
25-ish points. So, yeah, he's been solid.
Right. So, is Carson injured or not?
Well, he is injured.
Is he playing?
Whether he's going to play or not, I don't know. He's still up in the air. He reckons he's going to try, but we'll see.
Julio's injured. Well, Julio's always injured, isn't he? He's always limited.
He is.
All right, I'm going for the stack. So I've got Julio and Matt Ryan. That's a week winner if it well, it was a week winner last week, wasn't it? That's a week winner if it comes off.
Yeah.
Three wide receivers and 2 flex, right?
Yeah.
I never thought I'd say this, but who needs running backs?
I've only got one.
That is not
This is disconcerting.
I'm the last person to take a running back. Oh no, me and Fitztragics. That's very odd.
Yeah, I'm not entirely happy about the fact that I've only got one running back. I mentioned Justin Herbert before. I think Justin Herbert, is currently the 3rd highest scoring QB on points per game.
Is he really?
In Warrior Bowl?
He's been great, hasn't he? He's been brilliant.
He has been very good. Oh, there goes Carson. So we won't be getting him on the way back.
I was hoping he'd come back to me. I was going to take the risk. There's absolutely no bloody running backs left, is there?
It's not pretty, is it?
No.
It's not pretty.
I mean, to be fair, the top 3 there, Saquon, Nick Chubb and Austin Eckler, happy with those 3. No problem.
Yeah. All right, let's have a look.
In fact, there is a running back I'll take if he's still there.
Is there?
Yeah, there is a running back I'll take if he's still there. I will say a few prayers. I will cross a few things. Titan can't take another running back. That'd just be rude.
So we're probably going to end up looking at the same guy, aren't we?
Are we?
Well, quite possibly. I could do with a running back as well. I've only got one. So...
Is yours a well-known running back?
Well, we're only in round 5, so it's probably not too obscure.
That's true. And you are a huge David Johnson fan.
I am a huge David Johnson fan, you're right.
Don't do it.
Tricky.
He's gone Breeze.
Breeze.
Looks like he's doing his usual stuff. See, I'm taking a risk here as well because he's on a bye, but I'm taking the guy who's hopefully going to be shooting to the very top of the tree.
Okay.
Everything that looks like it's going in his favour there at Arizona, doesn't it? With that being the man in that offense. I know he's on a bye, but if I can get through week 1, he could be a league winner. Who are you thinking?
Yeah. I've got a few.
You're hoping to drag it out so that they don't get taken, and you don't have to say.
Yep. I'm also trying to cross-reference the list that I've got of stats for this year versus who's actually gone, because trying to rely on the sleeper ADP is, as we said before.
Well, if you're doing that's why your chat is suffering. So, damn the spreadsheet.
Yes.
Damn the spreadsheet. Talk to me about cheese.
Cheese. You want to know about cheese? What do you want to know about cheese? Come on.
What's your favourite cheese? One cheese for the rest of your life. What is it?
Camembert.
Get out of it, Camembert. Behave yourself. That's a bloody nonsense pick. You have a Camembert now and again. You melt it. You put a bit of rosemary in there, a bit of salt. You get a little bit of bread. That's a glory pick, man. That's not a proper cheese pick.
What do you mean a glory pick? What on earth is a glory pick?
It's a fancy pants pick.
Yeah. Is it?
All show Camembert. I do like a Camembert, but all show.
Everyone likes a Camembert.
Yeah, but it's not good enough, to be the best cheese, is it? It's good, but it's not good enough. Oh, you're on the clock.
I am on the clock. So I was going to take one guy. He might be a bit of a risk.
Go on.
So I was thinking about taking Mixon because he seems good value at this point.
He
but
does.
he is a bit of a risk with the injury situation.
And he had one good week.
He's had one massive week. So we won't go there. We'll go with... I think this guy's still here. Nope, he's not. Oh. We're hitting panic mode again now. We are hitting panic
20
mode.
seconds. David Johnson. I did call it.
Oh, he's on a bye this week as well. Oh.
Who did you want? Who did you think was there?
So I just was scrolling through a list and I thought, Todd Gurley, but he went in the last round.
Yeah.
And then Connor, he'd already gone a while ago.
He went.
Yeah, he did go ages ago. The Mixon, obviously, as mentioned. So
this spreadsheet that's supposed to help. I think it's hindering a little bit.
I think you're probably right, to be honest, mate. But hey, there we go.
Hey, get rid of it and just feel it. Just feel it. Gesicki. Interesting choice.
5th tight end off the board.
Yeah, he's had his bye week, so you've got that in there.
Yeah. He's got Tua taking over now.
Yeah, that's true. I suppose the risk there is you don't know what Tua's tendencies are, but if they are to check down to a tight end or use a tight end across the middle because he's a rookie and needs a safety blanket, then yeah, that could be a big play.
Yeah.
Mr. Touchdown.
Mike Evans. It's not really happened for Mike Evans yet.
That's
really
not like
this season, is it?
Seaman just likes that stat with Brady and Mike Evans, but yeah, he's been a bit risky, hasn't he? Week to week.
Oh, Brian says he's a Gesicki truther.
Is he? Athletically, he's one of the best, isn't he?
Yeah. Justin Jefferson and Tyler Boyd, nice couple of high upside guys.
Yeah. It's hard to get your head into drafting now as opposed to drafting at the beginning of the season. For some reason, I'm still thinking if it was the beginning of the season, who would I draft? I'll probably need a spreadsheet.
Probably do.
Send me that spreadsheet. That'll be tight.
Mate, it's more trouble than it's worth at this point.
Yeah, that's true. Who are you thinking next?
So we probably ought to have a look, see what we've got in the way of quarterbacks knocking around still, because we've only got the one so far. How many people have got? So Ryan's the only one that hasn't taken a QB so far. I've got one. Fitztrade's got one. You've got one. Titan's got one. So there's quite a few guys that have only got one, in fairness.
Yeah.
So maybe not a mad rush to it. We're probably not going to go tight end. We've seen those.
How has this worked out for you so far this year?
The late round tight ends. The late round tight ends have generally gone horribly for me in most drafts. So yeah, maybe I should be learning from that.
Worst drafter of tight ends I think I've ever met.
Thanks, mate.
All right.
I mean, in fairness, most of them are in like the last 2 rounds that I've taken. So there's a reason why they're so terrible. But,
all right, you're up. You're up. What are you thinking?
I am up. So, do we take a risk?
Yes.
You're just saying that so I get knocked out by week 1.
Yes.
My plan coming into this was to go really safe and not take anybody that was going to be missing in the first 2 weeks. And that's
David Johnson.
That is not working out so far for me. So
there's going to be quite a lot of people on bye over the next 2 weeks, isn't it? It's cumulative for the first.
There is, but yeah, it is. Yeah, we've got two weeks. So if you struggle 1 week but you do all right the second, you've still got a chance.
Yeah.
So. Let's Let's roll the dice. Let's see what happens.
How's he lasted till there? I completely forgot about him.
Because of the injury, isn't it?
Yeah, but he's not.
And he's on a bye next week as well, so that's not ideal. But I think in round 6, it's got to be worth the shot, hasn't it?
Yeah, 100%. These sleeper rankings are absolutely awful, aren't they?
They're not great.
They're absolutely awful. How are you supposed to see?
So where are you going now? Where are you thinking?
I don't bloody know. I'm probably going to go running back just because wide receivers a little bit deeper, but it's difficult to actually, without one of your magic bloody spreadsheets, it's difficult to see where the actual value is. I was really hoping for Gibson, actually. He's the only guy that I genuinely had my eye on.
Yeah, Gibson. I considered Gibson instead of Mixon.
Yeah, both of them. After those two now, I can't see any real strong value at running back. I mean, you've got the risky kind of old legends that are now second fiddle of Fournette and Bell. You've got Gordon, who is he healthy again? Oh, it's just picking Melvin Gordon just feels filthy, though, doesn't it? Jesus.
In
Gordon. Yeah, Mustert's on IR.
Yeah, he's gonna be missing for a few weeks at least.
Oh God, this is awful. Mate, I'm gonna do it. I'm taking your boy. It's Lenny time.
Oof.
It's Lenny time.
Wow.
That one game's giving me the feeling that he's back. I just need Rojo to miss one blocking assignment.
Key block.
Yeah.
Allen Robinson is a good pick at this point in the draft.
Yeah, that's good value.
I'm a bit of a Robinson truther, though, in fairness.
Yeah. I just feel
I think you're saying about feeling back, not feeling good picking up Gordon, someone like that. So this week, I've picked up on waivers. I've picked up Corey Davis, which just feels horrible to do. I've picked up Nelson Aguilar, which also feels horrible to do. And I'm picking these guys up thinking,
is he a first round pick as well?
You're asking now, I'm not sure. But I dropping Edelman to pick up Nelson Aguilar just felt so wrong.
Yeah, I saw that. Edelman
did not feel good.
Edelman hurts my heart, man. He was my wide receiver 1 in Warrior Bowl at the start of the year, and Christ alive, that's not working out very well.
Yeah, I took so many shares of Edelman and Gallup. I took a lot of, and they are not working out for me.
No. Oh, man, Melvin Gordon's going to come back to me, isn't he? No. Please. I don't want to do it, but I probably will. Look how far Murray Cooper's dropped since the beginning of the season. He was being drafted as wide receiver 4, 5?
Well, he was absolutely flying to start the year, wasn't he?
He was.
And to be fair, he still didn't he put 20 points up last week? Or have I made that up?
No, last week was terrible at Washington, but so they've scored 3 points. That's not a surprise.
Was it the week before when Dalton took over? He still
put
14
points then, yeah. He's number 5 wide receiver on the year, PPR. Geez, so he's not... Well, I think it's probably just the outlook that concerns you, really, when you see what he's got throwing the ball, really.
Yeah, exactly. That's the big question mark, isn't it?
Yeah. 2 QBs. Who's got no QBs? And everyone's got one, haven't they?
Yeah.
What do I do next? I'm going to have to wait. Wait on wide receiver, aren't I? When's Nick Chubb back? Is he back this year?
Yeah. I don't know when. I think he's got a few weeks left, but.
What week are we on?
8.
I need someone who's going to play. Oh no, I'm going to have to take Melvin Gordon. How filthy is that? Is he going to be banned? He's not going to be banned, is he?
I don't think so. Can't believe he took Fournette there, to be honest. That's early even for me. as a resident Fournette truther.
You've infected me with your Leonard Fournette, love. Oh, God, look at that running back room. That's grim, isn't it?
Not
You know,
pretty.
I really hate my Warrior Bowl draft when I did it. Remember, it was the one draft of the year that I really didn't like.
But you're doing all right.
Yeah, it worked out all right so far. I've had to make some moves. I'm the guy who sold Alvin Kamara.
You did.
After
You did.
last week. That worked out really well, actually. That actually won me last week. Otherwise, I would have lost. So, yeah, I might be in tears later on in the year, but so far, that's worked out all right. You made any trades in Warrior Bowl yet?
Yeah. So I traded for Waller.
Oh yeah.
I'm 0-2 in the last 2 weeks since I've picked up Waller, so that's working out a storm for me.
What did you give up for him?
Cousins and Golden Tate.
Oh mate, you gave peanuts for him though.
So it was a good trade. He was on his bye week the first week, and then last week he scored 20 points for me last week. I ran up against Devonta Adams last week, so that was game over, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, Golden Tate and Kirk Cousins wouldn't have won you those 2 weeks, would they?
Probably not. No, probably not.
No. Dobbins could be a sexy little pick there if he actually starts to fulfil his potential, especially with Ingram looking like he might miss another week or two.
Yeah, it's a good shout.
Yeah. The only worry there is that they seem to love the Gus Buffs for some reason. Well, he's reliable, isn't he? He's a really good between the tackles, big old beast of a man, isn't he? So you can rely on someone like that. Talk to me, Sunshine.
I'm thinking another running back. So, do we think so? I don't think I can take Nick Chubb, even though I'd like to take Nick Chubb. I've still got too many question marks for running back to take him because he's probably not going to play till week 10. So that's too late. Can't take that risk.
I'll trade you for
so.
now.
Thanks. So, has this guy gone? No, he hasn't. Is he on a bye week this week? Hopefully not. No, not for a few weeks. So I'm going to take Devin Singletary.
He was terrible last week, though, wasn't he? Oh, last 3 weeks he's been terrible.
He's not been terrible, has he?
3 points, 4 points, 4 points.
Well, to be fair, the Bills have been terrible, haven't they? The Bills have not been good. They've the last couple of weeks they've faltered.
Yeah,
so
the last couple of weeks have been a little bit of down weeks, I suppose. Yeah, it's a risky one, that though. I've never been high on Singletary from when he first entered the league.
No, but he's getting the majority of the work there, isn't he? So that's the advantage. Moss isn't taking a huge amount off him.
Yeah.
So, and he's healthy, and he doesn't have a bye week in the next 2 weeks, which is not something I have a lot of at the minute. So
helps, yeah. Z-Man's got himself a bargain there in Bell, hasn't he?
Bell, so he's another one that I was thinking about. Boston Scott, he's someone I thought about again if we were just trying to get across the next 2 weeks.
I think Sanders is back next week.
But yeah, if he puts up a decent score, they're playing Dallas this week, I think, aren't
they? Yeah.
So
you see last week though, before that last minute touchdown catch and run, he was on something like 4 or 5 points. So he was having a terrible game. Well, the whole team was having a terrible game, really. But yeah, without that, he would have been terrible. So you just need to hope he gets one of those. I suppose if you're going to get it against anybody, you get it against Dallas right now, wouldn't you?
Probably. So yeah, Bell and Scott, both guys I was looking at that last pick. McKinnon, I like McKinnon a lot, but he burnt me last week big time. I started him everywhere last week when most of it was out. And yeah, he burnt me bad.
Just never, ever, ever trust a San Francisco backfield. And you'll be all right.
That's the trouble, isn't it? If you get the right guy, they're going to go for loads, but it's finding the right guy.
Yeah. What are you thinking?
I think we're going to go wide receiver this time. So Ajax just went. I know you're high on Ajax, aren't you?
He looks like a big time kind of up arrow player for me. He's been getting
up arrow player.
up arrow player.
Is that the technical term?
I think it should be. Debo's out for a couple of weeks as well.
Yeah.
I would have considered him.
So let's have a look. Who we've got? Who is still available?
"30-second warning."
Oh no, he's on a bye this week. I can't take him as well.
Stop panicking.
Not panicking.
You've got a spreadsheet.
I've got it. I know what I'm doing. Don't panic.
Oh.
Don't panic.
I'd say, well, you've got to say Cooper there, regardless, is good at his value, isn't he?
Exactly, I think so. I think Dalton's going to come back in maybe this week, maybe next week, but it's probably not going to be out longer than this week, is he? So, and he's going to be the number one guy. He's going to get the majority of the targets. So Dalton still threw like 40 odd times.
Yeah.
The week.
Ah, you son of a bitch! Stafford was the guy I wanted to. Matthew Stafford had his bye, reliably 20 points a week. Oh, God, there's no other quarterback.
He's been disappointing so far this year.
He has, but
he's like QB 22 or something like that.
Yeah,
23, 24.
He's missed a week there as well, but I think they just want to run the ball a lot, and they have been doing. But he hasn't busted. He's just not won you a week.
Yeah, he's not been. Not been.
God, the
stellar.
Quarterback room is awful. So Baker Mayfield's had one good week, and it was last week. Is that a sign that he's on the up, or is he still Baker Mayfield? Talk to me about your friend Danny Jones, your boy, your place. Good.
See, I still like Daniel Jones. I know a lot of people are writing him off.
Yeah.
But I still like him. I think that I've seen enough good stuff from him to give him the benefit of the doubt that offensive line is absolutely atrocious.
Yeah.
So yeah, I still like him. I know people are talking about them drafting a QB next year because I know there's obviously a lot of good guys coming out next year. But I still like him. I would like to see them stick with him and just sort that offensive line out. 10 seconds. Oof, Jared Goff.
Yeah, he's probably the safest out of those ones I'm looking at there in terms of floor. Which, Michael Thomas, I forgot about him. Yeah. Jared
Ryan's with me on Daniel Jones, so that's all I need.
I've got him in a dynasty league, which is a complete rebuild, so I really like him for next year. I don't think they take a QB next year. I think they try and build around him and give him another season.
Hope so. Michael Thomas at this point could be an absolute steal.
Yeah, he could. Then again, he looks like he's on the AB path to craziness. So
it's not. There's a lot of question marks being raised there, isn't there? There's 2 injuries now. There's supposedly a dust up. There's talk of trades. There's a lot of questions in there, and that's never good when you start to get repeated, multiple question marks on guys.
No.
It's always a bit of a concern. So,
as a Saints fan, it makes me very, very sad.
Understandably so.
Yeah, this season just doesn't look like it's going to be the season we needed for Breeze's last season. And for more concerningly, it's the defense that looks like it's completely letting us down. We just can't seem to stop anyone.
Yeah. Robbie Anderson at the end of the 8th round, considering what he's produced so far this year, is again could be great value if he carries that on.
Yeah.
There's only me and one other without 2 QBs so far.
Yeah. Who are you thinking for your second?
I don't know. Let's have a little look, see what we've got. So according to Sleeper's ADP, this is horrible.
You're looking at the same screen.
Nathan Peterman is the 4th listed QB based on ADP. That doesn't seem right.
You're looking at that's not right. I mean, take him if you really believe in him, but
I mean, I don't think he's the one for me, to be honest. I know I'm going a little bit late to take the second QB, but I feel like there's probably a better option for me than Nathan Peterman.
You were a big Cam fan, weren't you? Until
I was. I bought into the hype.
Yeah.
And again, I've got quite a few shares of him in different leagues, and he has burnt me big time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm trying to do what I can to not start him this week.
It looks really strange, that though, doesn't it? It looks like he's off himself.
The whole offense just looks off. Like he's thrown. A lot of the passes he was throwing were just nowhere near. They were just coming up way short.
That's what I mean. He hasn't got great weapons, but there's it's still a workable offense. It looks like
and he wasn't getting a lot of time. In fairness, he wasn't getting the sort of time that we're used to seeing Brady get in that offense. He was under pressure a lot of time. So, but even so, there was a lot of not good passes coming out of him.
Yeah. He also just doesn't he's got the rushing skills that he had previously.
Well, he started off the season well, didn't he, running the ball, and then they seem to stop.
Still some good wide receivers on the board.
Yeah.
Still some very good wide receivers on the board. Wide receivers just so deep.
Right, so I've got a couple of guys that I'm looking at for quarterback.
There's only one really. Well, that'll be Tyden if he takes one. Ooh, none of them look that good as a QB2 though.
There's a couple that I'm looking at. It's not Daniel Jones.
You're taking Kirk, aren't
you? I've got a lot of him as well in various leagues. He's burned me as well at points this year. So Jimmy G. So that wasn't the guy.
Good. Right. So I've got. I've got a good chunk of wide receivers here actually. I think, given what Kyle Allen's doing with Washington, the fact have they had their bye? They've had their bye, haven't they?
No, it's this week, isn't it?
Oh, son of yeah.
Because you're thinking exactly the same thing that I was thinking in the last round when I took Amari Cooper and then saw the bye week and thought, oh.
Yeah. Again,
I'll go with Cooper instead.
There's going to be a lot of people there on bye, isn't there? You just got to kind of get through week 1 and hope week 2. Yeah, I'm going to take Terry because I think he's, assuming I make it through the first week or two, I think he's down the stretch. He's a week winner.
Hawkinson is there. So I'm going to go with this guy.
Oh yeah, he's been
I
good.
think he's looked decent. He's already had his bye week.
Forgot all about it.
So yeah,
let's look at his running. That's not too bad. You got a couple of good games in there. You got a couple of challenging games in there. Cleveland this week is a pretty good game for him, I think, isn't it? The Chargers is a pretty good game. Denver isn't. Kansas City isn't really. But then you've got Falcons and Giants, which is great for 12 and 13. And a couple of tricky ones towards the end. But yeah, you've got a couple of good games there for him mixed in, haven't you?
Yeah. Dallas Goedert there could be a good option.
He's not back
when he's back.
Week 10.
He's been activated off IR today, hasn't he? I think.
That's right. Yeah, it doesn't necessarily mean he's going to play for the next couple of weeks, but yeah, at least he's off the IR.
Could be a good. Yeah, could be a good finale. So am I the only one not to take a tight end yet?
Mate,
no, I'm not. Good.
Why do you do this to yourself?
I'm not the last one. I'm not the last one so far. So
you're going to be shopping in the bin again, aren't you? Who's left?
It's where all my favourite tight ends are. they're favourite at the draft because this guy, he's got some upside. Then about 2 weeks into the season, they are not my favourite.
There's still a couple there actually that are serviceable.
Yeah, there's a couple of options.
Yeah, you got a couple.
See, Ryan likes my car pick as well. He's liking my. Did he like another pick of mine? Oh no, he liked my Daniel Jones.
Jesus, man. What is he doing? Dallas Goedert and Richard Rodgers.
Covering that Philly tight ends.
Yeah.
Spotting me.
Corner the market. Yeah, you've got some good tight ends left. You've got Hayden Hurst, you've got Jared Cook, Hunter Henry's steady. Engram's got a little bit of ceiling still.
Don't be telling everyone, will you?
I might take another couple just to piss you off. You love my tight end.
Seems like the sort of thing that you do.
It really does, doesn't it? But you'll lose the £5 to charity. Worth it. Worth it. 100% worth it.
It's all for the kids.
Yeah, all for the kids. Oh, it's you again. Come on. Who are you after? Take a tight end.
Oh, I'm being that guy that goes, "Oh, I'm going to take this guy," and then he's gone.
You need to get rid of that spreadsheet, man. Burn it.
It's not doing me any favors, is it?
No.
So
Take Stidham.
don't want to take Stidham. It might have more. It might have more value than Cam in a few weeks' time, though. So.
True.
I'm going to take a punt.
Go on.
I don't think he's going to get. I don't believe the hype that he's going to get benched.
He is.
Nah, I don't believe it.
He's getting benched.
He is not the problem in that team. If they bench him, that is an absolute desperation move of the coach trying to save his job, which may very well happen. But
you're relying on the organisation making good decisions. What makes you think that Jacksonville Jaguars make good decisions over the past 4 years or?
Well, it's very true.
Length of time of their organisation.
It's very true. But at the same time, we're probably going to find out quite quickly.
Nah, it's a shame. It's a shame, but he's not the answer for them. I think whether he should be or not, I don't know. People who know about it will probably know more better than me, but I just don't think they want him as the answer.
And I know it's talked about that they're going to replace him after the bye week. And again, I think that's the wrong move on their part if they do, but they may very well do it. But at the same time, I don't need him the first week, and we'll find out by week 9 whether he is or he isn't. So
yeah. So
I don't think. What is it? Is it Jake Luton? I don't think he's the answer either, is he? Let's be fair. So.
No, I've got him in a dynasty league. Done so for years. Winner. So I've gone Cousins for my QB3 just because he's the steady guy who's already had his bye week, which I quite like. He can have those weeks, especially with a D that's awful, and Daniel Hunter looks like he's out now for the rest of the year, doesn't he? He's not coming back, so I don't think that D's going to get much better. So he's still going to have to throw the ball a fair bit. So I quite like him as a QB3. I'm happy with QBs now. I can crack on with the rest of the skill positions. I'm surprised you didn't take Cousins over Minshew, because even if he is sticking around, he's not been great.
No, but I think Kirk's burnt me too many times now.
You just personally don't like him.
That minus 6 points that he scored that week.
Oh yeah.
Had this week I had in the Scott Fishbowl satellite, I've got Darnold, and he scored minus 14 points this week.
Oh, no.
That is not. Thankfully, he didn't make my starting lineup.
Yeah.
I've actually got Herbert in that, so I'm doing. So he's doing quite nicely.
That must have been 2 late round QBs, right?
Yeah, I had Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Fitzpatrick.
Yeah.
Herbert and Darnold. Yes, yeah, I took Allen and then went late on the other.
How are you getting on in this Scotty Fish one?
Started off really well, and it's got worse. So McCaffrey has obviously been injured, who I took.
Yeah.
Aaron Jones hasn't played the last couple of weeks, so he's not been. I've missed him. Josh Allen's not done brilliantly the last couple of weeks. So I started off really well. I was top of my division and quite high up in my conference. But yeah, last few weeks I've not been great. So.
Yeah. After this week, I think I'm 4th in division, which is all right. I'm only a couple of points behind 3rd and 2nd, I think. And conference-wise, European places, Europa League.
Yeah.
Which again isn't too bad, I suppose.
So what are you thinking on this next one?
I'm thinking I wanted Deontay Johnson. That's a shame. All right, I'm going to have to take a wide receiver. Back round to me now. So I've got a choice between people like DJ Chark, who I still like, actually, even though there's going to be a bit of uncertainty at quarterback. I think that's kind of putting me off a little bit. Has this guy gone? I don't know. Is this? Oh, yeah, I was going to go for Will Fuller, but he's gone round before last. It is there's a couple here that it's between for me, DJ Chark Brandon Cooks, and I quite like the way Marvin Jones has started getting back involved again at Detroit, because before the season started, he was seen by a lot of people as the big kind of sleeper, wasn't he? Big value, later round value. And he's just not really done it until the last week or so, where he looked like he was getting involved. But I'm going to go with Cooks, because just the first couple of weeks were so bad. A lot of people gave up on him, but it looks like over the past couple of weeks he's started to get to grips with. Well, basically, he kicked Bill O'Brien out the door, didn't he, and said, "Well, I'm going to catch some passes now." So,
yeah, he has. He's scored well since Bob's gone. He's looked good. So,
yeah. What does my team look like now? Let me look. Not great. Not great. Not great.
So I'm going to jump in on the tight end. I think I might be the last one to take one.
Yeah, he's been last couple of weeks. He's been getting a lot more involved.
Ben's has not taken a tight end, so I'm not the last one, which is a rarity for me. And I was very high on Hurst coming into the season.
Yeah.
So yeah, actually, he's gone. There's a lot of guys that have gone before him that I probably would have taken Hurst over, but
you take him over Fant maybe because of the injury.
Yeah, and he's done well this year so far, hasn't he, Fant? So, but Locks
down weeks, I think.
He's been a bit boom or bust, hasn't he? I think so.
The first 2 weeks were really good, and then after that, actually, he's been crap or injured, or both. Maybe that's why. Yeah. Chase. I was hoping Chase would get back to me. Yeah.
Yeah, so I've got 4 running backs so far. I've got Zeke, David Johnson, Joe Mixon, and Singletary. I've got 3 receivers.
Yeah.
Hopkins, Ridley, and Cooper. 3 QBs, Wentz, Carr, and Minshew, and then Hurst at tight end.
Well, those wide receivers are great.
They are.
The rest?
Questionable.
Wide receiver was good, though.
Yeah. Salah going for another tight end, getting Tonyan.
Bobby T.
I thought about him as well when I was taking Hurst. So.
Just a bit risky, though, isn't it? Because this is the first time we've seen him actually do anything. How long has he been in the league? A couple of years? I know tight ends take a little bit of time, but I didn't even know who he was until this year.
Rodgers seems to like him, though.
Yeah. Yeah, Rodgers likes people he can rely
on. Didn't he used to be... He used to live with George Kittle, or have I made that up?
Something they was it... Did they not do like a video recently? Or was that an old video?
They used to live together or something like that.
Right.
I think. I might have made that up. Or that might have just been an internet thing.
Yeah.
But
something with them too. If you can get a little bit of Kittle rubbing off on you, that's all for the good.
Eckler's going there. That could be a good value as well.
Right, who are we thinking?
So, who are we thinking? So I could probably do with another wide receiver. I haven't got a ton. Although what I've got is quite good. How about?
This is where you got to pick out those gems.
So this is going to lean into my. Apparently, we're just going to get through the first 2 weeks on a wing and a prayer because everyone's out. I'm going to take this guy.
How the hell has Chris Godwin not gone yet? Where did you find him? This ADP is confusing.
Well, when he's played, he's been great. The problem is he's hardly played, and he's out already this week, isn't he? So
he's broken his finger, but it's only a fracture that's had surgery. That looks like it's one of those things that he can play through a bit of pain afterwards. So he might be out for 1 week, best case, maybe 2. So yeah, he's not out for long.
Hopefully not. But he's another one that's kept being out. There keeps being something cropping up, niggling. So it's a bit of a concern.
My guy AJ Green went. Yeah, AJ Green is the guy I was super high on before the season, and he's
Did you hold on to him long enough to see the benefit, or did you cut ties with him?
Who, AJ? No, I've got him in a dynasty league, and he's starting to actually work out a little bit for me. Right, so I'm probably going to take another wide receiver here just because it is a 3 wide receiver job. DJ Chark is on his bye this week, and he's been terrible the last 3 weeks, but I still like him. I still like his talent. Landry, you think, is going to get an extra opportunities now.
He didn't get a load of extra targets this week, though, did he?
No, he didn't.
I think he only had 7 or 8 targets, did he get?
Yeah.
And OBJ went out early doors.
Yeah. Edelman is just woof. No.
Yeah, don't draft it.
No. Thanks, mate. You know, that's genuinely honest advice there.
Here to help.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Corey Davis is still there.
Similar to you, I'm gonna take a proper punt and roll the dice, and hopefully this guy's back this week, and he's the only wide receiver they've pretty much got who's any good anyway. So if he is on the field, hopefully that's a big boost for the Eagles and for him. You got like
in terms of there's still a lot of arguably big name wide receivers still kicking around that haven't gone, that have been a little bit hit and miss so far.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You need to scroll all the way down, see if there's another Chris Godwin somewhere. Unbelievable.
What do you know where I got him from?
Go on.
My spreadsheet. What about Christian Kirk? What do we make of Christian Kirk? Because he's basically done nothing until the last 2 weeks, and then he's all of a sudden.
Yeah, last 2 weeks he's been really good, hasn't he? What, 20 points, 15 points? That's pretty good. He's only 23 as well.
But he's basically done nothing up until now.
Well, the last 2 weeks he's been good. 2 weeks is pretty good on a 7-week season.
No, but I mean, in previous seasons, he's done nothing.
No, last year was all right towards the back end of the year. A decent stretch down the back end. I had him in one league, and he was pretty good. But that offense was just a little bit messy towards the end of last season. I think he's a bit of value actually, especially in a dynasty league. I'd be quite happy acquiring Christian Kirk if I could. I don't think I've got him anywhere actually, but no, I think he's got a good place there. I think he's probably comfortable now knowing that he's sat behind D-Hop and he doesn't have to walk out there as the guy getting, full attention from the number one DB on the opposite side.
Yeah.
I think that's his place, isn't it? That's where he belongs, I think, as a wide receiver too, who's good for the team and also pretty good for fantasy as a floor player.
Yeah, and from a dynasty perspective, obviously Fitzgerald's not going to keep going forever, is he? So
you never know.
Although he's doing a pretty good job of it at the minute.
Yeah. All right, we just need to fill out some skill positions now, don't we? Right. What are the rules of this again? So we're setting our line. It's not best ball, is it? We're setting our lineups. But
no. Set your lineup.
We don't set your lineup.
Yeah, you do set your lineup. Normal.
But no trading.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. You do set your lineup. It's not best ball.
Yeah, but no trading.
No trading.
All right. Even though, well, I suppose you'll bend that rule if you really do want Fournette. Right. In that case, it's looking a bit thin, isn't it? It's looking very thin. Who's got league winning upside? Give us a suggestion, Sunshine. Who do you think?
No.
Go on.
I will not.
Don't be tough.
No, because there's guys that I like.
Yeah, no,
so.
That's what I mean. I want to take one of them.
CJ Azoma. Go for him.
You know what? He was all right before he got injured.
He did do all right before he got injured. I've got a couple of shares of him in various places too that didn't last me very long.
Christ, any of these running backs would you ever start? Probably not. Would it make you sad? Probably.
It's a good chance.
Oh no. I suppose you can't just pass, can you?
I mean, you could.
You know, just out of disgust, can you pass?
I'm not sure it's going to help you.
No. All right. I'll take Gio just in case there's any more lingering injuries with Mixon. Because when he is in there, actually, when Mixon's out and Gio's in, he's good, isn't he?
Yeah, he's done well.
Yeah. He was getting absolutely zero involvement towards Mixon's injury because Mixon looked like he was really, really taking over. So unless there is an injury thing, he's pretty much bloody worthless.
Yeah, true. So let's see who else.
Who are we thinking? It's hard, isn't it?
So where is my little list of wide receivers that I was just queuing up? Let's see. Let's see if I've been paying attention and these guys are still there, or whether they disappeared rounds ago and I've not been paying attention. Seems like probably the most likely. I can see at least 3 of them have already gone, so that's a good start.
Actually, having to concentrate now. This isn't fun.
Where's the fun in that?
What happened to JJR Sega-Whiteside? What happened to that boy? What a shame.
He scored the other day, didn't he?
Yeah, well, yeah, and like a rushing touchdown. Was it like a fumble touchdown or something nonsense?
Something like that.
He wasn't being a wide receiver.
Well,
What's happened to that boy? What a shame.
He's
had all the
starting to get into panic mode here.
I can see that. I can hear it in your voice.
Oh, we're in trouble here.
Quick. Saquon. Pick someone.
Try it. Get out of the way. No.
Oh, no.
Oh,
No. You're that guy.
No, panic. I just found the guy that I wanted as well, and then.
Oh mate,
Oh.
you're the guy that right now we'd be absolutely taking a piss out of.
Rightly so. That was shameful.
Although, look, if Saquon comes back and wins you the league,
well, there we go.
What are you doing?
Oh, mate.
Can everybody take the piss out of him, please? Like on the whole of the Twitter.
They are. Don't worry.
No good.
Absolute. That was a live look of somebody having an absolute panic and meltdown in front of your eyes. So
there might be some people out there who think, I tell you, the guy who organised this Worry Bowl thing, he must be so good, so switched on, so sharp. There might be some people out there thinking that. So this is probably a good thing.
They'd be wrong.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. Just in case anyone meets you in real life in the future and is like, that guy, mate, that guy doesn't know that much.
Hey, we've said many times when we've done the live streams that we never claimed to know what we're doing. We just organised an event.
Yeah.
So
for advice, don't think that we know what we're talking about. Don't think we've got that good banter unless we're picking on certain people that we know, because that's easy.
Exactly.
Yeah. In the 13th round, Sunshine.
Honestly.
Do you think there's a chance? That you'll drop him?
I think I'll probably cut him once we've finished here.
Again, fair enough. If I've not been listening again, there's a pattern here. How do waivers work?
That's a better pick.
That is a good pick.
He's out this week, obviously, as is half my team. But yeah, how do waivers work?
Yeah.
Same as normal, basically, other than whoever's the lowest scoring team, they get their players cut, so they're all on waivers. But then, other than that, it's the same as normal. You get $1,000 of fab for the year, and then there'll be waiver runs and then free agency after that. But other than the fact that you're going to get my entire roster after 2 weeks available on free agency,
That's Saquon.
But people will be clamouring over him. I've no doubt.
I've taken Marvin Jones there, like I said before. I was thinking about him 2 rounds ago, so I'm just happy that he's still there now. I think I think there's a chance that he's going to start to see more targets in that offense. So hopefully, the hotter the offense gets, the more targets he gets.
Yeah. If he can up his game.
Yeah.
Or if the offense can up their game.
Yeah. Well, both.
Yeah.
God, this is getting a bit thin now, isn't it?
So if you've got, so what's the old QB situation like at the minute? So
I've got Ryan, Goff, and Cousins. I'm quite happy with those three. I think they're both. I think they're three good ones. One's had a bye already, and the other two are not matching buys.
there's still a couple of people yet to take a third.
Yeah.
I was giving some consideration to taking Philip Rivers, but I've just noticed that Alan took him just a couple of picks ago. So, because he's not been, we had a big week just before the bye week, didn't he? But
before
even
that,
then, he's not.
He's trash though.
He wasn't great, was he? He wasn't great.
7 points, 11 points, 12, 10. That's awful.
But you've still got, who have you still got available?
You still got a few. Cam's just gone, so your boy's just gone.
Yeah, Cam's gone. Kyle Allen, he'll still be there somewhere, won't he?
I think I've got him in Warriorville actually as my kind of emergency QB.
Foles.
Oh God, that would feel dirty, wouldn't it?
Well, it's a fair point. Ryan said debating whether QB3 is necessary in Guillotine. It's a good point. There's going to be at least 2 QBs available. There might be a
very true.
And I guess the fewer teams we've got left. Oh, he's thought this through, hasn't he? He's not like me and you, just jumping in, winging it, not knowing what we're doing. The first.
He said that. I've got like 2 QBs in my queue here, and I was probably going to take one. Thank you, sir. Very kind.
Well, he was saying earlier today, wasn't he? That I think he said that this is the first year he's done Guillotine. So he was still in.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess you'll quite quickly realise that, won't you? If you're in a Guillotine league, you'll quite quickly see that actually.
Yeah.
There's guys that are still available.
Yeah. Well, if things go well, most of the picks from here on in are going to be dropped. Like they're nothing.
Yeah, it should be. It should be.
Right. Who's the league winner in round 15 for you?
You tell me.
Dak Prescott.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think he's the one for me. So.
Don't leave it 50 seconds.
I'm trying not to. The name of the guy's just completely gone out of my head. There we go. There we go.
You worried me. I'm sweating on you.
Couldn't do that, mate. That's no good.
He's in my queue. My very thin queue that I'm going to have to start putting people in again. Yeah, there's a chance he comes back and takes that role again, isn't there? Really, because they do.
Yeah, I think it's a small chance.
Yeah.
But AB.
God damn it! Forgot about him.
It's going to be interesting to see what happens.
I need a spreadsheet
with him. When's he eligible to play? He can't play this week, can he? Is it next week he's eligible to play?
Yeah, I think so. You sure it's not this week?
I think it wasn't eligible to play after week 8. He's still suspended through week 8. I think. I might be wrong.
I think you're right. Oh, Hunter Renfro could be a tidy little pick there. Get in my queue. Good lad. Shit. My team's that bad that a player doesn't want to go in my queue.
It's understandable.
He said bad things. Like the Adam Gase of this draft.
Don't panic. I know who I want to take if he's still there.
Go on, you can tell me. I won't tell anyone.
No.
Is it?
It'll almost certainly go.
Is it a wide receiver?
Yes.
I know who it is.
All right. Well, once it gets to me, you can tell me before I pick.
Yeah.
And if whoever you say is better than the guy I've got lined up, then I'll pick him.
No, because I'm taking him next. But I'm pretty sure I know who it is, and it makes me sad.
Really?
Yeah, I really wanted Odell Beckham.
Oh well. Can't all have him.
As a Giants fan, what are you hoping for this season? Number 1 overall pick.
Well, the Jets are still a thing, so I don't think we'll be getting that.
Randall's gone. Who's your boy?
I'm going to take this guy.
I would have won money.
Was that how you thought?
Money. Of course it bloody was. He should have gone a couple of rounds ago.
To be fair, I drafted him heavily in.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't have surprised me if Martin might have taken him around this turn.
Yeah, he's
as a Dolphins fan.
I think the uncertainty with Tua coming in might actually be a benefit to him.
I think, to be fair, he had ACL surgery last year, so it's understandable he's going to start the season. I think the second half of the season is going to be better than the first half.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean you get that with who was it, Cooper Kupp a couple of years ago, who had the same thing. Started off quite slow because he was coming back from an ACL, and then picked up towards the end of the year. I think it's quite a common thing, isn't it, with ACLs? Like you typically see people start off quite slow, and
9 months is like the minimum to be getting back.
Yeah, super talented as well, and he's a big guy, so he might be the guy that Tua looks to, especially downfield.
Well, look, a lot of it they've hit him on a lot of his touchdowns have just been on sort of goal line slants, and Fitzpatrick's just hit him on those slants because he's a big guy. He just needs to get that space on the inside. So we've got 2 rounds to go.
Is it? Oh yeah.
We're just looking for some upside at this point.
That's why I would say Cole Hardman. He's the definition of upside, but no floor to speak of.
So based on Ryan's theory, which is now officially called Ryan's theory, do I need to take another tight end because I've only got one, or do I just wait and see what falls out once we get chopping?
In 2 weeks' time, you could be bidding on Travis Kelce and Darren Waller.
It's true. It's very true. I've got Hurst. He's not on a bye for another 2 till week 10.
Yeah. It's a bit of an
Aguilar could be a steal at this point, given what he's produced so last couple of weeks.
Yeah, it's a bit odd this time because you're picking up these players that usually at the beginning of the season you're thinking, halfway through the season they might break out. Whereas now you're actually picking up players that if you don't start in the next 2 weeks, you might not be in the tournament anyway.
Yeah.
So it's unlikely any of these guys are actually going to get a start, but you've kind of got to pick them anyway. You can do it for me. I believe in you. In the thing. Some good players.
That's it. Like I'm looking at someone like here. I've just scrolled past DJ Dallas.
Yeah.
Is he gonna? I think he could have a role this week. He could end up scoring good points this week. Obviously, if Carson's out, Hyde's a bit banged up as well.
Yeah, he could.
But are you going to start him this week? Probably not. It's going to be a bold move to start him this week. Yeah. And then if Carson's back, is he going to take carries off Carson? I would imagine probably not. So again, is it worth picking him up, given that actually in 2 weeks' time there's going to be better people available?
I'll see that and I'll raise you a Rashad Penny. A similar type of thing.
Yeah, I don't want him either.
Rest of the season though, well, when he comes back, he could that stretch that he had towards the back end of last year was brilliant before he got injured.
Yeah. Yeah.
Last 2 picks.
So I'm going to go for
Johnny Munt. A good name, isn't it? Don't panic.
Oh, he's on a bye week this week as well. Good grief. I hope I've got enough players to start that aren't all on week 8 buys.
Oh, that's round.
You know what? I've drafted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 receivers, and only 3 are playing this week.
Confidence. That shows confidence in yourself, mate.
Oh no, 4 are playing this week.
How did Mostert get to round 17? I know he's just gone on IR, but jeez Louise. Who's your last pick? Who's the guy who's going to win you the league?
Well, I'm not sure anybody that I'm picking at this point is going to win me the league, but
I heard you say Frank Gore. I heard you say it.
I can promise you did not hear me say Frank Gore. Who's your last pick going to be?
You kind of either want somebody who has got the kind of upside breakout potential, which at this stage is few and far between, or you want a vet who's completely underperformed, but still could. Like you could see yourself in 6 months looking back and saying, yeah, first half of the season he was shite, but then all of a sudden turned it on because he'd done it before. They're the kind of late round picks that you want, really, in my experience. So, I don't know. Deshaun Jackson's been such a disappointment this year. I had him in a few places, a couple of redraft leagues, and he's just been shite, hasn't he?
But then again, he's probably going to be. Again, the guys you're picking at this point, there's a good chance they're not going to be on your roster in a couple of weeks' time once start getting dropped.
Yeah. No, he's just been placed on IR, so let's not take Deshaun Jackson.
Yeah, don't take him. That's not probably a wise move. Ertz, he could be a good stash.
Yeah, he could. That's a good shout when he comes back. Last pick. Are you having?
Last pick. So.
Don't take too long.
I think this guy might be back this week. And I might need him to be perfectly honest. But he started off well.
You know what? John Brown. I completely forgot about John Brown. Yeah.
He started off the season well. So
yeah,
we'll see. I think he might be back this week. Which, again, I might be struggling to fill out the flex spots, to be perfectly honest. Although don't forget, I've got an extra person I can pick up when I drop Saquon. So that's something to keep in the back pocket, isn't it?
For a change, John Brown isn't on a bye this week, so winner.
Exactly. Half my team is injured or on a bye week, so I mean, if we can get through week 8, then we'll be flying. But
yeah,
come on, and who are you taking in last pick?
I just want to make sure that he doesn't go now. Well, not really that bloody ass in the last round. We've discussed him already, and we've discussed the fact that he's been utter shite and that his offense is the same. But beginning of the season, you would have taken him much, much, much higher than this because he's got a long track record of doing it for many, many years. So in a PPR format, is he picked?
Have you picked?
Is it me?
You're picked. You're on the clock now.
Am I?
Yeah. You are according to this.
Oh no. I think I've frozen.
No.
Don't
you auto pick as well?
Oh no, I've got it. Jameson Crowder. How the hell was he still there? Damn it. Sleeper's completely done us here, hasn't it? So many players that we should have taken. Yeah, I'm going to go Edelman. We discussed him before. I know. He's been absolutely terrible, hasn't he? But he's a player that if you look back in 6 months' time, you wouldn't be surprised if all of a sudden Bill turned the offense round and it looked like he had a bit more PPR value and whatever. I'm going to drop him in about an hour anyway.
I've just noticed that Martin's tweeted a live look of just before Saquon gets auto drafted. This absolute panic, which is very accurate.
The look of a man who's just about to draft Saquon,
who's not paid attention, is furiously typing in names to go. Oh no, he's gone too. Oh no, he's gone too. And I finally found Keelan Cole. He was the next one I looked at. I was like, he's available. And before I could get to press the button,
he's on a bye.
Gone. Well, no, before I could hit draft, he went.
You're going to take Keelan Cole in round 13?
Yeah.
Jeez, that is panic.
He's done all right so far this year, to be fair.
Well, he was there in round 17. I don't think anyone was that bothered. He has done all right.
That's fine.
He has done it. Well, has he done all right? He's had one decent week.
He's had
Well,
3 weeks over
serviceable.
15 points.
Yeah, serviceable.
At this point in the draft,
Yeah.
he's got a relatively solid floor, hasn't he?
Yeah. Like you say, the majority of the second half of this draft are either going to be dropped or they're going to be on waivers for somebody else pretty sharpish.
Yeah. J.D. McKissick, I think, is a good pick. He's someone I looked at a little while ago, but then I probably forgot he was there.
Yeah.
He gets quite a good amount of PPR points.
Yeah. I've got him in Warrior Ball, actually. I'm keeping him as well. He's definitely a good bye week fella.
Last pick, who are we going to have?
Yeah.
And there's only one person that auto-picked in the whole draft.
Why would you invite someone like that to a draft, man?
Why would you invite someone like that? Nobody wants that.
Spreadsheet and they've put some effort into it.
To be fair, normally when someone's just auto-picking, it's a real drag because you just wait in and then they pick someone terrible in it. But at least because we did it this way and it was a live stream, I provided some entertainment by going into a blind panic.
That's true.
And everyone got to enjoy and watch me going into some slight meltdown before taking Saquon.
I like the fact that it took a long time there to think about my last pick, and it was Nick Foles. He thought about that.
I mean, yeah, you're going to be reluctant to pull the trigger on Nick Foles, aren't you?
Yeah,
I mean,
he was just
he was
fighting his finger to press the button.
He's not a good QB, is he? Let's be fair, Nick Foles.
Yeah. Right, all done.
All done and dusted. So go on, just run us through your team.
My championship guillotine team that will be available in 2 weeks' time. Anyone wants to get early offers in.
All those tight ends.
Yeah, I've got Ryan, Goff, and Cousins at QB. Running back, grim though. Edmonds, who's on a bye. Fournette, Gio, Christ, Tevin. Oh God, Joshua Kelly. That's not good. And then wide receivers, Julio, Terry, he's on a bye. Brandon Cooks. A couple of decent ones on the bench, actually. I quite like Rager. I quite like Jones. Hardman's not a bad kind of upside play. And Julian Edelman could turn it around. You never know. If I'm going to win this thing, though, it's going to be with a tight end duo of Kelsey and Waller. They're the two I invested in early, and they're the two that, if I'm going to do any good, will get me there.
Yeah. So looking at my team, I am not optimistic about not being the first one out here.
Whoa.
So running backs, I've got Zeke, David Johnson, who's not playing this week, Mixon, who's probably not playing this week, Singletary, Saquon, probably not playing this week, seems unlikely, and Ingram. Receivers, I've got Hopkins, not playing this week, Ridley, Cooper, Godwin, not playing this week, Chenault, not playing this week, Preston Williams, Keelan Cole, not playing this week, John Brown. Tight ends, I've only got the one. I just got Hayden Hurst. Sticking to tradition and only taking one late QB in a tight end premium league. But there we go. And then QBs, I've got Wentz, Carr, and Minshew. So I think if I can put up a semi-half decent score this week and survive, then I might be all right. But
unlikely.
Yeah,
I think we're all.
I might have, and I haven't looked at everyone else's team to see if they've done as badly as I have. But yeah, I might have a mountain to climb after week 8.
Well, that was fun. I think it's going to be a fun last few weeks.
It might be a fun 2 weeks for me.
This is going to be a really good fun 2 weeks.
I'm glad I put that rule in that nobody gets eliminated after week 1 now.
Yeah.
Because I went completely. My plan coming in, having never done one of these before, doing it mid-season was right. Just be safe. Don't pick guys that are on bye weeks in week 8 or 9 or that are injured at the minute. Just be safe. But instead, that didn't quite go to plan. But yes, hopefully it should be good fun. And we raised a little bit more money for charity, so that's the important thing, isn't it? So hopefully everybody enjoys it. Hopefully everyone enjoyed the draft. Hopefully everyone enjoyed my minor moment of panic and the semi breakdown. And yeah,
we'll see.
Enjoy the season. Thank you very much for joining us. Yes, absolutely, and good luck.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.